Hello and welcome. This is Abby Banks from 41more.com and 41more.teachable.com. And today I wanted to give you a little video that shows what our optional video lessons are like. If you choose to use our inductive Bible study resources, we do have video lessons for your visual learners who just need, and also your auditory learners who just need maybe a little bit extra to be able to understand and follow along in the study. So here, this is what you'll see if you go to our Teachable School at 41more.teachable.com. And if you click on the category of inductive Bible study, you'll see our Little Fishes studies. That's for grades K through 4. Those are just workbook based. And then we have our self-study workbooks for James and Jonah and Nahum. Those are for your kids in grades 5 through 12. They can work through these independently or with you or in a group of siblings or in a co-op as a group. And all they would need is this workbook and then the text printed out for them. You would just go online and copy and paste and print out each chapter of James as you get to it so that they can mark up the text. And then we do have our family bundle, which includes everything for kids in grades K through 12. But what I'm leaving out are these right here, our inductive Bible studies that include video lessons. So when you purchase this, you get the video lessons in addition to the book, the self-study workbook. So you get both of them. And so I wanted to kind of give you a little inside peek into what these video lessons are like. And so here's what they would look like if you're in our study in James. So basically you'd have your suggested schedule, which is also printed in the workbook. And then I give you a little intro into inductive Bible study in general, about marking the text. You can download the workbook. And then I give you information on counting this course for high school credit. And then here's how it's going to be laid out. Every paragraph in James is one lesson. So James 1, 2 through 4 is going to have a video that goes along with the study. And before I click in here, I want you to see that these are not long videos at all. They're not meant to be, super extensive or, an hour long or anything. Look how short they are, just 3 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe 7, almost 8 minutes. But that's pretty consistent throughout the book. I guess James 2 gets through a lot, so that's 10, and here is a 13-minute video. But, there's not a whole lot much longer than that. And some are quite short, only 2 minutes, because there's only one verse in this day's study. So you can see it's just really easy to click in here. And the way I set it up was your student would work through their self-study workbook and do the work and study the passage. And then they'd come on here and watch the video to be able to kind of check their work, and it would go over what they've learned. But my friend Gina from Music in Our Homeschool, she used this study with her kids, and they found it better to watch the video first and to get an overview of what they'd be learning and to kind of see it first. And then they would spend the week on their own studying through the passage. Then they'd come back and watch the video again at the end of the week to review. So I love that idea as well. And if you did her version of a schedule, instead of this taking 9 weeks, you could stretch this out for the whole school year. So I really love that idea too. But here's what it looks like if you would click inside the course. So here's what inductive study looks like when you mark the text. You can see in here, all that the video is my text on a screen that I've marked, and we talk through it. And we talk about the connections. We talk about the repetition of trials and testing and what does perfect and complete mean. They've already defined that in their workbook. And, talking about the way things are connected. We see the word faith here, and we're going to see this in so many other paragraphs in the book. So the kids start to understand how the key words, the repetition, the key thoughts all lead to the big idea of the text. So let me see if this will work. I'm going to just turn this on so you can kind of get a flavor for how this would work. And I really hope the volume works on this. If it doesn't, well, then we gave it a good try. But let me see if it'll work. Let's look at James 1, verses 2 through 4, and check up on the observation stage and the key words that you marked. Hopefully you saw the word trials, and testing, and these are synonyms. Then we have the word faith. Steadfastness is in there twice. And then the words perfect and complete. If you marked other words other than these, it's perfectly fine, but we definitely at least want these so we can use them now for the second stage of the inductive method, which is interpretation. What does the text mean? So let's put these all together and figure out what James is telling us here. So what topic is being introduced? Hopefully you came up with the answer of trials or testing of your faith, and that's what he's going to be talking about right here. And so it goes on like that, and I talk through for a minute or two, or however many minutes it takes. We talk through the section, and then your kids are able to understand what the text means. And you know that the beauty of an inductive Bible study is we go entirely through the whole book, section by section, paragraph by paragraph. And so if your students would benefit from a bit of independent study, but maybe a little bit of accountability or help with having a video lesson, then I encourage you to check out that option as well. So right now, all of our products are digital. Hopefully this summer we'll have our workbooks up on Amazon for a hard copy. But right now they're all digital. And then, like I said, the family bundle combines everything. So if you have little kids in kindergarten through fourth, they can be studying through key passages in Jonah. Your older kids can use the self-study workbook and the video lessons, and your whole family could do a study through these books, and it could take the entire year. And this is one price for your entire family because you can make copies of the workbooks for your entire family. So